and you lobby them, you give them little thing to praise that very cup. Either that cup it has quality or not, they will praise it. This is the character of sycophants, and anywhere you see such characters, they will not achieve anything. These are the people today. African leaders are not doing well, are the result of sycophants that are surrounding. People who invest in something doesn't make noise. But if you see those who always been the beneficiary of where people are provided, you see them, their noise become louder. It's the same thing with a family. If you make money in your family, maybe you are the first man who make money in your family, nobody will hear your voice. But your siblings, who in one way or another, benefited from that your money, you will see them, their noise will be much, because you that made that money, you know what you passed through. You as a person, you wouldn't like to make noise, because your eye have seen something, and those things your eye have seen have silenced you and make you become so calm. I was telling a friend of mine, I said, why is it that people who make money doesn't make much noise, but the people who benefit from that money make more louder noise? In every organization, the same thing that happened in IPOB. Those who have been in IPOB for special benefit, if you go to there in their pages, you will see how they are shouting on top of their voice, alleging people, calling people all manners of names, because you know what? They have invested even one of their kobo, talk less of dollar, inside this movement. So that is why everywhere you push them, if you push them to the left, even though when they know that where you are pushing them to is where the house will collapse, as far as what they are getting is still entering their hand, they will be there. They will support that angle. If you still now push them from that angle and say, okay, come back, I am leading you wrongly, they will all follow you too. You will see them, all of them will come follow you, because they are not there for the interest of the people. They are there just to survive. And the people who are there to survive, what character do you want them to display? I want to ask you. What character do you want such people to display? Okay, now let us assume now, I am the one they are benefiting from in this IPOB movement. Maybe one thing to another maybe I became compromised. Okay, let's assume that I'm helping 20 people in this movement. 20 people have been benefiting from me in this movement. Maybe I deliberately, knowing fully well that the suspended leader of IPOB is under pressure. And that is why the IPOB institution did what? In order way to help his matter. In other way, to give him a little bit relieved, since he want to discuss whatever he want to discuss, so that he will not discuss it under the IPOB umbrella. This suspension is very understandable. What IPOB worldwide did is to give him a relief, in other way, so that he will not betray our sacrifice, so that he will go there and discuss himself out, since he have already started discussion. Discuss yourself out, then you have no say, you have no jurisdiction or directive in IPOB anymore. It is called, suspension is called relief. IPOB have given him relief, in other way, to go and negotiate. Since he have already started the negotiation, and the lawyers have directed him into negotiating himself out, so that he will not affect the sacrifice of millions of people, so that he will be free, discuss himself if they agree with him on the terms of condition they want to release him on. Good luck. If they betray him, good luck as well. That's why IPOB did what? Suspend him out, in other way, to allow him to handle his own matter on himself, since the matter that is holding him there, and according to him and according to their actions, they say, because a man speaketh by what? By their actions we shall know them. This is very, very understandable. By his action, in one way or another, he have said he is not here for the original business he called everybody for. Because if it is here for the original business he called everybody for, which means he will did what? He will be steadfast in IPOB. IPOB will be the one directing him, handling his case, handling everything about him, to show that yes, he is here truly for the call he made for Biafra restoration. But his actions have shown that yes, he is not even there for the call he made. So in other words, to secure that call, which responsible men and women, men of dignity and women of dignity have answered, in other way to secure that call is other way to suspend him and strip him of his rights under that umbrella which he made that call. Because if he strongly, I repeat myself, if he strongly believe he was there for the restoration of Biafra genuinely, he could have allowed IPOB to handle his case from beginning to the end without any interference. He could have allowed the people to handle the case from the beginning to the end. If he could have allowed the people to know what was going on right where the incident took place in Kenya. He did not allow the people because in one way or another, he did not even believe in the call he made. He didn't even believe in the call he made. Because if he actually believed in that call he made, right there, he could have informed and say, inform the organization, I am in trouble. Without hiding anything. He will inform the organization, I am in trouble. From there, the organization will stand up immediately and start handling the issue. Today, what we are seeing today wouldn't be what we have supposed to see in this very movement. So let us go to the topic of today. Is Biafra argument winnable for referendum? Yes, it's winnable. I keep on telling IPOB members worldwide, we stand in a better opportunity to do what? To restore Biafra. We are in a better opportunity to restore Biafra. Somebody was asking me in which manner. I said, okay. That's why I said IPOB should maintain peaceful movement as it had been from the beginning. No amount of pressure will stop IPOB engaging peacefully. Because peaceful manner to exit Nigeria and restore Biafra lies under what? Under spirit of peace. If we ever jump into violence, we lose it. And that is what I'm here today to analyze, to tell you the reason why we will lose the journey if at all we will eventually engage in violence. Now let me tell you something. It is our fundamental right for self-determination demand. And how are we demanding it? We are not demanding the request through the gunpoint or through the bullet. We are following the democratic directive to achieve what we want to achieve. We mentioned it, we said referendum. What is referendum? Will. Free will of choice. Nobody should be pointed out. If someone did not align with my ideology today of exiting Nigeria as a Biafran, that person don't need to be seen as enemy. I keep on teaching these things since I joined this IPOB. That person shouldn't be seen as enemy. It is called choice, diverse opinion. I mean, it's like my most senior brother. When I decided to join Ipob, the first thing I know what he asked me, the first thing he asked me said, why are you joining this group? I said, what group is that? He said, you are joining Ipob. I said, yes. Indigenous people of Biafra, including you, your identity is involved as well. It's okay. He said, do you think that these people are not 419ers? That's what he said. That's what he told me. He said, do you think Igbo man will ever engage in something that is not going to disappoint the people at the end? I said, no. The little I have listened to this man, my spirit I'm convinced that this man meant business. I know what my most elderly brother's response was. He said, Sakwanyang mini. That was it. He said, Sakwanyang mini. That was his response. I never see him one day as my enemy because he did not agree in our Biafra ideology. But at the time today, he can even tell you that the same man who disagreed with me then can even tell you today that the only way forward for this country is what? To divide this country. My elderly brother will tell you boldly today, he will tell you, I don't care who is agitating, I don't care who is protesting for anything, but what I'm here to say is that the only way this country, this side of Africa can develop and the peace will reign everywhere is by dividing Nigeria. And I asked him, I said, what do you just say? He said, yes. He says to divide Nigeria. I said, okay, you have now agreed on what you disagreed many years ago. He said because there is no hope. He said because the politicians that have occupied the corridor of powers in Nigeria today, he said these are the unrepentant criminals. That is how he said this is unrepentant. He said this set of criminals that occupy Nigeria corridor of power today. He said these people, they are not ready to change. And he said more criminals are coming up. More criminals are lining up. I keep on telling somebody. It's like the other day when I was anchoring program. I know the man that called. I know his work. But if it is some other pages that they don't believe in a superior argument, they will start insulting the man. What the man said? The man said, let us join hands together and fix Nigeria with the energy we are using to agitate for Biafra. What did I say? What did I respond to him? I said, this is your own opinion. Your own opinion is highly welcome. At the same time, my own opinion of ideology of believing that Nigeria can never be fixed. The only thing that will fix Nigeria is by dividing Nigeria. We enter into a reachable argument, which he said he will call me privately. You know what he said? He said he will call me privately. Allow people to express their own belief, their own ideology. This is the only way to go. And do you know the good thing about all this when you allow them to engage you? they can never win the argument. I've never seen any person who comes to defend criminal, be you the best lawyer in the world. When your client is convicted, let's say your client committed crime, a verifiable crime that has evidence, no matter how powerful lawyer you are, no matter how popular you are as a lawyer, no matter how professional you are as a lawyer, the only thing you will do as a professional lawyer and a good lawyer is to enter into pre-bargain. That's how to know the powerful lawyers. But to win the argument of a crime committed by your client with evidence is impossible. No matter how good you are, you can never win that particular case. But there is another thing you will now showcase that yes, you are indeed a good lawyer and a popular known lawyer. What are you going to do? You will now enter into pre-bargain. Your argument will now capitalize on second chance. This client did it under desperation. The only argument you will argue is, do you see him with a bad record at the past? No. This is the first time. This is the first time he committed such crime. Yes. In which condition did he commit this crime? Under desperation. Under pressure. Which he will present, which is also allowed in a court. Then he will now enter. Start bargaining. Okay, give him the chance for the second time. Okay, suspend this case. If it is in abroad, some lawyers will say suspend that case. That's something they call suspended sentence in abroad. I don't know if Nigeria practiced such law. Maybe this is the first time he have committed such crime. If he has a very good lawyer, the good lawyer will apply that law in abroad that says suspend jail term. You say, okay, this client have committed this crime, agreed, we plead guilty, fine and good. But in his entire life or his entire stay in this country, he has no criminal record. And at this case, I strongly believe it's because of pressure on him or it's because of desperation to resolve something that lead him to this crime. Okay, this crime is 5 years imprisonment. Judge, I agree with the sentence. I'm not arguing with the sentence, but apply the article that said this person merits suspension. Many people in abroad, not even the foreigner, only the foreigners, even the citizens. There are citizens of this country who have suspended sentence. Go and make research on what are they have what they call suspended sentence. Some of them will tell you, I have 5 years somewhere, government kept for me. And these 5 years, if I eventually commit crime under 10 years, I will go and pay for that 5 years. Before now, they will not give me the new sentence with the one I committed newly. I know where I'm going. That's why I'm analyzing this thing. That's why I'm analyzing this thing. It's about argument. How you present your matter matters a lot before the world. It's like somebody now is asking you, open debate. I say, okay, Mazi, come and tell us why you are agitating. Now, is there anybody who is agitating for Biafra today that can never present any reason why he's agitating? I'm asking you. Do you lack any evidence or do you lack any reason Do you lack any reason of argument of about Biafra? What you have to present, your presentation is too much. Now you go present, now you go tire. Biafra lack nothing to present as a convincing argument. Okay, I'm using this argument to convince the world. I'm using an argument to confront you, Senator. Okay, now let's start from their own police. Anytime anybody want to argue with you on Biafra issue, don't go into Biafra. Don't go into Biafra matter. First of all, take him back to Nigeria matter. This is how I've been winning them. I will not take you into Biafra, into what I believe. I will not take you into the ideology I believe of separate state. I will not take you into that place where all of us are still in. Because all of us are still in Nigeria. If I make money now, if I send money to my parents in Nigeria or to anybody in Nigeria, what are they going to change that money to? Is it not Naira? Are they going to use that dollar that I sent to them? No, they're going to use Naira. That shows that we are still in Nigeria. Nobody should argue this. Nobody should fool himself. What I hate in my life is somebody, when you come out, you deliberately making fool of yourself. We are in Nigeria. So if anybody who want to argue about your own belief of restoring Biafra, want to, first of all, take that person to his own zone where he believe. Okay, Oga, you believe in one Nigeria. Good and fine. All of us are here. And I am still here in Nigeria. Then I am agitating for what? For Biafra. You will not ask me, why now are you agitating for Biafra? Okay, the reason is that, let us start from your police. Nigeria police, after many years of their service, their retirement condition is what? That is where we hold them, red-handed. Oga, can you answer me? Okay, you are a senator, you are a foreign affairs minister, you are interior minister in Nigeria, you are senate president in Nigeria, you are House of Speaker of Nigeria, you are deputy speaker, you are deputy senate president. Oga, come sit on the table. Let us clear one particular wound first. Oga, where is the condition, the retirement condition of Nigerian police after their service to the state as Nigeria? What is their condition at their retirement era? Let that Senate president tell me. Let that foreign affairs minister or interior minister tell me the condition of Nigeria police after service. Then I will use the example where I live. If he present them very well, okay, if the senator can tell me that, Lionman, we have so amount given to every serviceman who retire, who reach age of retirement in Nigeria police, then I will say, show me one that you retired, that is very humble and very patriotic in his service. Tell me one that you retire, that is in a better condition. Just show me one. Then it's left for me to do what? To go and make research inside the city. If I don't know anyone, which I know many of them. If I don't want to go through those ones I know, I will go make research inside city, inside villages. I say, oh, find me all the retired officers in Nigeria. I will do the video. What is your condition, Norma? What is your condition, Oga, since you have retired? The same story you will hear. What are we going to hear? Government abandoned us. Our pension are not being received for 5 years. Our pension are not being received for 3 years. Our pension are not being received for 2 years. Our pension are not being received for 6 months. This is what you'll be hearing. Some of them are homeless. Some of them will tell you, I served this country for 35 years. Today I have no house to live. You will see them begging. You will see a retired police officer turn into a beggar on the street of Nigeria. Now, I want you now to go back to US. Go to US. Let me not come to Brazil because this they don't play with their servicemen. Go to US. Show me that one ex-serviceman in US you will see on the street begging. Go to France. Tell me that one ex-service person that you will see on the street of France begging or being rendered useless. Tell me one. Bring them up. Go to Holland, the same. Go to Germany, the same. Go to Austria, the same. Go to Switzerland, the same. Go to Italy, the same. Go to Spain, the same. Come to Brazil, the same. Go to the poorest countries in South Africa, in South America, the same. So sometimes Biafra argument does not even warrant insult. It's these people you see insulting people on media, you are Sabo, you are this, because the person said, I am not in agreement with your ideology. The person not turned to Sabo because you self does not even know what you are agitating for. That's why you lack word, you lack presentation, you lack argument. That means you are agitating based on an interior motive, which is not good for everybody. Your ulterior motive is not good, is not healthy. That is why you can't defend it. You can't defend it. Because within you, you don't even know the meaning of what you're agitating. The only thing that keeps you there is what you are getting, what you are enjoying. That's the only thing that keeps you there. I was discussing with a teacher, one teacher in Anambra, a lady. The lady contacted me, said, Mazi, I've been following your program. That's one of your program I listened to. You were saying as if that you are here with us. She's a teacher. That day I was discussing about the conditions of teachers in Brazil. Go and make your research. Teachers in Brazil are the most paid profession in this country. After police, after doctors, after medical personnel, then teachers follow. They are the top people that receive highest salary. Highest salary is police. Second, following the salary is doctor. Then after doctor, then teachers. Go and make a research. I know a lady who graduated in Nigeria. For many years, wandering in Nigeria. After graduation in Nigeria, she spent up to 6 years wandering around. She later went and learned hairdressing. At the end of the day, she was lucky somebody from this country married her and brought her to this country. This person I am talking about, this person I'm telling you now, he received salary about 1.3 million naira. No, 1.4 million naira monthly. The husband brought her here because she's a teacher. I with this opportunity, come, you follow me to Brazil. As I'm talking to you now, this lady is the hand holding the house. This lady is the hand holding their house as I speak. But these are somebody who have been in Nigeria after her graduation, wandering around, doing nothing, wasting all the years. After many years in school, wasted it. I was discussing with that teacher in Anambra, a lady. when we were discussing, I said, and I tell her, I said, how many years have you teach in Anambra, in a school where you are teaching? He said, my brother, this is my 16 years in teaching. I said, okay, 16 years in teaching. He said, yes. I said, okay, let me ask you one question. Let's assume tomorrow you said you are not teaching again. What is the Nigeria government is going to pay you as a bunk money? Somebody who say he's no longer interested in this particular field. Maybe you want to resign. I said, how much are they going to pay you as a bunk money? He said, any day she says she's not teaching, that is the day her salary stop. I said, I don't understand you. He said, that month is when her salary stop. I said, so after your salary stop, you don't expect anything from the past service you have rendered for the school or for the state. You don't expect anything. Nothing will follow you. You don't have any expectation of financial expectation from your practice for the past years. He said yes. I pause. I said, do you know in this country, if you eventually work in any company here above 3 years, if you work less than 3 years, if you resign, there is possibility you may not get anything. But there is not that possibility. That possibility is not, it doesn't exist. Even less than 2 years you work. That day you say, I am not working again, the company will not allow you to go to court. There is one particular money company used to save for every worker. I don't know how they do that thing. There's one particular money they used to save for every worker. They will calculate that money and transfer that money. If that money is 2 years, you have rendered service on in that company for 2 years, they will transfer that money of 2 years to your account without you asking. They will now serve you paper. Say, look at that paper now. You will see where the details of that money, what occur on that very money you see in your account. If you are not satisfied, you take that paper to the defensorial, they call them the public defense institution, people who defend people freely, lawyers who defend people freely. You will not take them there. Then those lawyers will analyze it, either to open a case against the company or to tell you to go home, that what the company did is nice. They will be the one to direct you. If you go there, they will tell you, you work on it less than 2 years. This company, they paid you well. Go home. You don't need any case, because if you open case, you will lose the case. And the thing the thing will affect your name in getting another company. But if that company have ever do any mistake of cheating you, these lawyers will capitalize on that and ask you, let us go to court. You go to court, you win that money. Look at how they operate. You win that money. Let's say you win 45,000. They will give you 20. They will take 25. The institution will take 25. This is how they operate. So I was asking the lady, I said, so after your 16 years of service as a teacher, if you retire tomorrow, nothing follow you, go home. He said, absolutely. Now, can you ask any of your governor who is governor today in Nigeria, because most of them, their children, their relatives are living in abroad? You see, this is why I keep on saying that we the Africans, when I say this word, some people will say I shouldn't be saying we the black. I didn't say black. That's why I say we the Africans, because we have black in Europe, we have black in America, we have black in South America, we have black in Asia. And those ones here, they don't behave like us. So there's no need of saying black people. The correct word here is we Africans. We Africans. The problem we have is that we don't know how to tackle our problem. Rather, for we to tackle our problem and resolve our problem, you forgot that it will take a braveness to confront trouble. Nothing is solved under fear. I keep on telling people, nothing is solved under fear. That's why I say, and for you to not be fearful in your approach, you must keep your hand clean. The secret of not being fearful in your approach is that you must make sure that you are not involved in that corruption that you want to fight. You must make sure that you are not involved in that manipulation that you want to fight against. You sit down and start and look yourself finish and say, there is no way I am involved in this. Then you fight for it. You fight against it. In Ipob today, why are we defending Ipob? Why did I say I am not here to defend any individual, but I am here to defend the umbrella that called Ipob? Current concern. If Mazi Chikedozium tomorrow go out of way without following the desire and the what do I call it, the code of conduct of Ipob, or what Ipob believe on, he now start practicing another thing, I will shout. Because why should I shout? I'm not going to shout, say Ipob is bad, or no. I will single-handedly point out him. I say, Mazi, you are going astray. Oh. This is not what Ipob believe. Oh. This is how I'll be shouting it. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you love it or if you doesn't like it. Only my voice is to defend that identity, that institution. By the time I shout, people will now ask, what is this man shouting upon? Let us look into the shout of this man. Because everybody can never be foolish. Some people with conscience will say, let us look into this man. This man have shouted enough. Let us look into this matter. When they come, look at the area I'm shouting. The shout I am shouting now, look at the area. Look at what I'm noticing. Look at what I am seeing. This is not the good practice for this name. If this man want to go, if you have started going astray, that's why institution is good. With the question. But if it is not institution, who are you to talk? If it's not institutionalized, who are you to speak? If it's not institutionalized, that means it has become one way or another, it has become a kind of a court. Where somebody will come out and say, I am a grandmaster. What he speaks stands. And which somebody like us can never belong to such court. If I want to belong to court, I will belong to court where I can express my feelings. If I come there, if I enter the chamber, I can be able to stand and express myself. If you don't happen to that one, say whatever I say is fine now. I no go enter. I no go involve myself. So as I was saying, as I was asking that lady, I said now, let's assume now you are told tomorrow, say, resign. Well, how much do you expect? In other words, to face your life? He said nothing. According to her, he said nothing. They are not going to pay her anything because she resigned. Ask Nigeria police today. Okay, now let's assume now. I know many people who have resigned from Nigeria police. voluntarily. I asked them, when you resign, how much was given to you? Nothing. How much did they pay you? The issue, nothing. Then why are you believing that you are in Biafra agitation? You don't need to present your own argument. What I am saying here now is not argument enough to win a case about the agitation? When you agitate trifling, not involving in any crime. Of course, there is no government that will fold their hand and look you agitate peacefully, because peaceful method of agitation will boost the group or the organization in order way to win their case very easily before the international community. But engaging in violence is what the government of the hosting country will eventually try to introduce. That's why, if you're a leader of any organization, especially like this hour of hours, like agitating for Biafra, you don't need to listen much. We are not telling you to not take advice aside IPOB umbrella, because there are good people also there who may like to ship in something that will help the organization. But whichever, that's why you don't work alone. You don't apply your own reasoning in order way to impose it on the people. Because that thing you want to impose, do you everly discuss that thing with experts? Because in that organization there must be experts there who can look, because the way you may understand that advice may not be the way the experts in that organization will understand it. Because there is, it's like now when you come to government now, government officials or how government operate, you will not tell me something, I will not take it to another angle. I will not call you, come. You have given me your own angle. Now, let me take you to another angle of this advice. Do you know that this advice, if you eventually go here, this government they will wait you at the end. And waiting you at the end, you will fall into their hand. Because government will always send their own agent. In Ipob today, Nigeria agents are there. Government will always send their own agent. That shows that what you are doing is, there is some benefit there, there is some reason on what you are doing. If that government want violent in other way to cripple that particular movement, government will send their own agent, and that agent will come into the organization and try to introduce what? Violent. You may not know that is an agent, but by their advice, by the word of their mouth, you will identify them. You will know that this one, no, this idea this man is bringing is not healthy. Why this man insisting that if you apply like this, you apply? But no, that's what makes you a human being. You will be able to detect and say, no, this thing, okay, we have taken your advice, but this advice can never be applicable for now. And how to know them, how to know all these agents when they come into anywhere government send them. As soon as he bring the first idea, you tell him your idea is welcome, but not going to be applicable now. You keep it. Second time you bring, you keep it. Third time you bring, you keep it. He will fight you. The next thing that agent will do is that you will fight the organization. He will go away because he can never be comfortable there. Because he's under mission. Since that idea is not viable, he will not go. He will not hesitate and go and tell the government that these people, they have a very strong policy. You can't change their policy. You can't change their policy. government will become weak. Government will become tired of that particular organization. Because the only advice they needed to operate to enter them, the organization did not allow that chance. I was asking one police officer in Nigeria, I said, can you give me evidence where Ipob have engaged in violence since 2015? I said, please, Oga, I said, I don't want paper, I don't want newspaper, all these news channels in Nigeria, you know. I need a verifiable evidence. This is how I behave. I said, Oga, I just need verifiable evidence that said Ipob have everly engaged in violence. I need verifiable evidence, please. I said, do you know why I kick against Ipob? When the suspended leader of Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, said, we are going to align with Oduduwa, which he gave the order. Some Oduduwas abroad begin, you know, they want to align with us that time, which we anchored meeting here in Brazil with them. And I let my coordinator to know that time. I said, I am not comfortable that IPOB is going to align with Yoruba, Odua Nations group. My coordinator asked, go and ask, he's the living witness. He asked me, he said, Lionman, how did I conclude that? I said, these people, they are a pressure group. They are not freedom fighters. That was because immediately I see how things were going. I said, no, let me tell you something. I said, do you remember the very day this Odua group confronted police on the road with cutlass on one Yoruba road? I think that is either Ekiti or something like that. I said, do you remember it? Where they confronted police officers with knife, with cutlass. The policeman said, yes, he remember that incident. I said, good. I said, can you tell me where Ipob have confronted police with ordinary stick? I said, can you just tell me, show me, go, bring one video. I said, because that video of Oduduwa group that confronted police officers with cutlass, police officers who were running. I said, I need the same video as Ipob, where Ipob have raised ordinary stone or even a stick, pursue police officer in Nigeria. I am not talking about cutlass now. I said, just ordinary stick. The police will be running. I said, can you show me one video of Ipob in such condition? He said, actually. I said, there's nothing actually. I am not telling you to provide it now, but I'm telling you, take your time, 2 days, 3 days, go and make research. You're a police officer, there's nothing you want, you can't get. Tell people to give, you need a video where Ipob is engaging in violence. As if you get the video and show me and bring it to me, I verify that video is real. I say, Oga, I will resign. That was the promise I gave to him. I said, I will resign. Till today, he haven't provided it. I called him there before yesterday. I said, Oga, I want to do program on Sunday. I am still waiting for that video. And he replied me. He said, well, for the best of his knowledge, there's nothing as such. I said, yes. I said, it won't be. He now took me to autopilot. That's where he now diverted my attention there for yesterday. He now took me and said, okay, what about the man they call Simon? I said, IPOB, we don't know Simon. Me, Lionman, I don't even know him. He don't even know me. I said, Biafran don't even know who he is. If the boy is a Igbo boy, nobody know. If it is a Fulani, nobody know. If it is a Yoruba, nobody know. I say, how can you bring somebody that you don't know? You want to hook it on the people. I said, the time he was making his utterances and doing all that thing, have he ever tell you that he is IPOB? I said, go and watch his videos. If you want his videos, I told the man, I will forward all his videos to you. I saved them. I want you to know where he is saying that he is IPOB member. I said, he never says such that he is IPOB member. The only person he always mention, in other way, I don't know his reason where he was mentioning his name. Is it Nnamdi Kanu, the suspended leader of Ipob? That's the only person he always mention his name. He never mentioned Ipob. I said, he never mentioned Ipob. In any of his claim, he never mentioned Ipob. But there's somebody who always mention, and that person is Nnamdi Kanu. And then Nnamdi Kanu is not Ipob. He's not Ipob. Nnamdi Kanu is a member in Ipob. Hello, you're welcome to the program. Hello, you are welcome to the program. I've picked your call.
Okay, Mazi, Ndewo. Yeah, I've called you in private one time, couple of times, to kind of ask you some one or two things that on your program that you said since you didn't return, I decided to call in your show to ask you.
No, the day you wait, sir. The day you called me, we were talking now before. I think one of your child was disturbing. You said you were coming back, and I didn't want to call you because you said
no, not me. Not me. Not me.
Okay.
Not me. I called you one time because you made a program, so after that, I never wanted to call you to ask you that, but I said no, let me call you privately to engage you on that. Nnamdi Kanu betrayal towards us made most of us in IPOP to wake up and also to be engaged and studying the language of IPOP, so that, like my dad would say, first food be food, second food now be proper food.
Exactly.
On English language, they say once speaking, twice shy. So some certain statement might be made. I would like to call to verify, so that will not be like Nnamdi Kanu statement of 2019 sign and sale, exactly. Not knowing it's 1 million. So like sometimes you will be saying Tinubu will be the last president and all this. I wanted to call you to engage you to understand that, so that it will not be something of giving us this kind of false hope of Nnamdi Kanu giving us, so that we'll be more realistic.
Yeah.
I don't want to engage in something that looks like a Nnamdi Kanu time of agitation, of deception.
Yeah.
I'd rather quietly walk away. I don't want to be fooled again. So when we make some statement, I like to ask questions, no matter how stupid it will sound to some people. It doesn't matter. I just don't want to be felt that same betrayed or feel that bad as I feel during Nnamdi Kanu time, And also you keep talking about political IPOP is pursuing it through political means. I have did a little research to understand that political means. From our position, I do not see the realistic of that, because one, IPOP as a group in Nigeria has been termed illegal or proscribed, as they so call it, right? So I'm kind of trying to understand that political structure, because through political means, you have to have a political party, you have to gain some political, states, you have to win some political states, you have to vie for 2/3 of majority to pass a bill for that process to, be established or carried on. I don't see that, in our own. So these are things I wanted, but I don't really want to go deeper. But these are things when you make these statements, I wanted to call your attention to understand what is it, because I know on the other hand, we don't have that capability. Even the first time I remember I came on 2017, my first time of coming to IPOP meeting. Yeah. I laugh. I say, is it how you gonna, if you're talking about battlefield, is it this money you're gonna, to me, that is not realistic. So when you are talking, I will want you to, educate us more when you are saying all this, so that some of us will not feel like it's in the real trick of sign and save, election. Yeah. So that's the reason why I called for you to clarify. I wish you can pick my call next time privately, so that I will engage you more deeper.
Yes, thank you, Mazi. I will pick your call privately later, but in the public domain, let me just be on call. Let me just give you a little answer to what you just asked and what you have just analyzed on your own part as of IPOB being tagged illegal organization in Nigeria. Good and fine. But I want to tell you something. Do you know the good thing about IPOB is because Nigeria is not sovereign nation as then proclaimed by the words of mouth, but in innermost deeper secret of Nigeria, Nigeria is not sovereign. But any politician in Nigeria can tell you Nigeria is a sovereign nation, Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Nigeria is not a sovereign nation. A nation who cannot refine their own petrol can never be sovereign. A nation who can never manufacture anything can never be sovereign. We are not a production country. We are a consuming country. So we can never be sovereign, as those politicians always say. This is a word of deception. And let me tell you why I said we can only achieve Biafra through the international standard electoral manner, which is referendum, is because Nigeria is not sovereign. If we engage our agitation based on peaceful manner, you will present your demand. Each and every IPOB in various countries will present their demand. Italian IPOB will present their demand to Italian government. Brazil IPOB will present their demand in regards of our freedom to the Brazilian government. Spanish IPOB will present their own demand to the Spanish government. The same thing, Britain, those who reside in Britain, will present the same demand. Now, are you telling me now, when Japan IPOB present their demand, the same. Brazil present their demand, the same. Ghana present their demand to Ghanaian government, the same. Senegal IPOB present their own demand to Senegal government, the same. Italy, the same. Spain, the same. US, the same. Austria, the same. Australia, the same. Switzerland, the same. Germany, the same. Belgium, the same. My brother, do you see that there is something that will come out? That is why we are everywhere. When this kind of thing have made demand, this kind of demand have made, they will not take them, they go and submit it to the United Nations officially. There is something they call submitting something officially. And whenever you submit something officially, you will have somebody that will speak there. The most important thing, let there be a presentation. Somebody will do there. Either somebody from another country or somebody from IPOB can be invited to address the United Nations. But many people don't know this thing. Somebody from IPOB can invite.
Mazi.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
Mazi. Oh, yeah. Yes, this thing you said is something I have I have a different view on it, because when you said Nigeria is not sovereign, yeah, in practice you are right, but legally Nigeria is sovereign. We have to make this thing clear. Yeah, in practice, based on their behavior, things you have called out, yes, it doesn't behave like a sovereign nation. And when you talk about IPOB chapter in every different submitting all these their report applications. The only bear in mind, Nigeria legally is a sovereign nation. The only time they will lose that sovereignty is when there is an outright human right abuse, where there's a genocide, either ethnic genocide or religious genocide. That is when a nation can lose that sovereignty. Those cases are not involved,
but Mazi,
other nations cannot intervene.
Wait, but Mazi, what you just mentioned now is available in Nigeria. So that's why when I say that IPOB stand an advantage of winning the argument, I know what I'm talking about. Remember what I said once at a time. I said Nigeria will provide. They are the people that are going to make provision for IPOB to win the argument of Biafra restoration. I know why I say that, and why I say that is that I have studied it, and I know that Nigeria are not going to repent. They are not going to get it well. They will keep on misbehaving, misconduct of Nigeria state. We give the IPOB the ladder to climb.
Okay, makes sense a bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's why we must be monitoring. We must be monitoring the event in Nigeria. Remember what I said? I said 2027, and I repeat it again. 2027. If there is no intel, I will not be speaking what I'm speaking. I speak due to intel that I've gotten. 2027. 2027. Because let me tell. Okay, now let me give you a little bit analysis of 2027. You see, one thing Tinubu will not.
I will say. I will still call you to they have that discussion in details, because that was the reason why I called you, but you didn't return, you didn't pick and didn't return the call. Because
just what you will do now. You know what you will do after the program. Send me a message to your number so that I will not forget that I can call you.
Okay. I will send you a message. I will call you so we talk about that one in private.
So what we are talking about here is the argument to win Biafra is on our side. It's purely on IPOB side. But who are those who can engage in this argument? Because it's not all about you tell somebody about Biafra. Because there are people who always view what's around them in other way to call their own result. Somebody may, I view, look at this, how possible this thing is, how possible this thing is, how possible this thing is. Can this thing be possible? Because he's just checking around him on what he's been seeing at that particular time. But he never has a kind of vision ahead of him or ahead of her to know that with this, we can seize this opportunity to make our demand. We can seize this opportunity to... Now, in Nigeria, do you think that the Fulani politicians will drop their agenda? Fulani politician can never drop that agenda of, that Islamization agenda. They can never stop it. Because this is their own, may I call it, this is their own, kind of priority goal. This is the kind of priority they have. And they believe that if they achieve this thing, they have achieved all on it. And they are not ready to drop it. And then let me tell you something about 2027. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the last thing Bola Ahmed Tinubu will do is to surrender that power. He won't surrender that power. When I say Tinubu will be the last president of Nigeria, I know what I'm saying. Because let me tell you something. You, as ordinary people outside the Nigerian government, you may not even know the crime these people have engaged. You see, this Tinubu administration have engaged in what I call a very big crime. If Tinubu eventually step down there tomorrow, Tinubu is going to die in prison. He will not even be in Nigeria. Tinubu is going to rot in prison, and he will never allow that to happen to him. I'm not supposed to say this in our side. What I just said now, Tinubu is going to rot in prison. And that man called Tinubu, he can never submit himself to that. So all these things you are saying, you want to take power away, that is, I know what I'm talking about. Nigeria end 2027. Tinubu will never, ever, instead of Tinubu to come down from there and face humiliation, and now become a man that will rot in prison, Tinubu is ready to say, let everybody die in Nigeria. He will say, let every human being that breathes finish, let everybody end. And at that, what will happen? At the move of this crisis, what is going to happen? IPOB will win their argument very easily. Very easily. That is why, let me tell you, that is why Nigerian government is fighting so hard. They want to dismantle IPOB. They are doing everything they want to do to dismantle IPOB before 2027. Believe it or not. And that is the grand. This year, you see this year 2026, after one, you see, IPOB is going to face more challenge. Anytime from October now, October we are going to enter, we are going to see another bigger challenge. But that's why I said, I don't want to say anything much today until the head of the Directorate of State air his program. If he air his program today and roll out some rules, roll out some new order in IPOB, we will now know the fate of IPOB towards 2027. That is where that new order, that new thing that is coming to air today is what will give us the target, is what we know now. Either this thing is going to catapult us to where we are going, or this thing is going to bring more delay. Then we will now check it, we will now go back to home and say, Directorate of State, this one, web running car, this one, add this one, remove this one, put this one on suspend. That's why that program today is very, very important for all of us to pay attention to it. If you check what is going on, ask yourself, what group of politicians today are in corridor of power? Do you think those criminals will ever allow themselves to be tortured, to go through humiliation? No. They will not allow it to happen. And that is the key that will divide Nigeria very easily. The world will have no choice. Everybody will step in and say no. Thank God the Ghanaian government have beginning to say it. He said, let Nigeria government open. Ghana president said, I think last 2 months, he said Nigeria government officials to be very, very careful how they handle their country. Because he said they are not ready to receive flooding of immigration from their own territory. Many countries have been seeing it. If there is a place you will go, they will tell you, what did Mazi posted? He said, hunger is coming next year. And we are encouraging our people to go into agriculture massively again. Hunger, when they tell you that hunger is coming, is going to grip Nigeria next year, what do you think? Do you think the hunger is just for economic? This is the crisis that the politicians have already programmed. These politicians can never. You know how many people that will go to jail? You know how many people that will go to jail? Do you think that next week is ready to go to jail? Do you think that Senate President is ready to go to jail? Do you think that Bajamila, the Asaraka Chief of Staff, do you think he wants to go to jail? Do you know the crime these people have committed? Do you know the crime these people have committed? These people have committed a lot of splendor. They have committed a lot of things that they cannot even No sand can defend them. No sand can defend them. What Tinubu want to do is that Tinubu want to anchor that thing at the last term. But that is where he will fail. I will have to say it today on this media. Go and write it somewhere. Tinubu has failed. The same mistake Jonathan did is what Tinubu is going to do. And the Yorubas are going to regret it. Tinubu himself are going to regret it at last. You see, this thing he is targeting to achieve in second term. Tinubu want to divide Nigeria on second term. Tinubu have it in mind. He have discussed it with some elders of the Yoruba. He want to split Nigeria at the second term. But let me tell you something. He will never work because that second term, he will not enter there. Then he will not allow people to enter. That is where the crisis will kick off from. Do you know how many generals that will go to prison? Do you know how many top police officers that will go to prison? If Tinubu eventually been defeated and be moved out from that place, do you know? I'm talking about massive. Where are they going to run to? Where are they going to run to? Who is going to hide them? Which country is going to accommodate them? So that's why I say IPOB. That is why today they are using these lawyers trying to disfigure. They want to diffuse IPOB so that IPOB will be in a weak state when these things will be happening. That is the secret. That is the secret. If you don't know it today. All these things you are seeing going on in order is coming from here, order is coming from here, order is coming from here. There is no order coming anywhere. These are the lawyers dishing out all these things. And then when they dish it out, they will go and tell the suspended leader of Ipob, look at what we are doing, they allow this thing to happen. And that one, because that one is desperate to come out. Because he is desperate to come out. And the good thing IPOB did was to play that smartness by suspending him. And I'm urging the leadership as well. It is time. I think we have had enough of all this drama. I think it's time his office is being abolished completely. IPOB should abolish this. I think that should be the next step before 2027. Let his office be completely abolished. The way the deputy office of IPOB, deputy leader of IPOB office was abolished, let this one be abolished completely. From suspending to abolishment. Let it be abolished so that that place will now be neutral. Because suspending means, yes, it has no functioning for now. But it may have functioning later. That's what suspending means. The further notice. IPOB, okay, it may have functioning tomorrow. But when it's abolished, it's abolished. That office will no longer there. This is the plan. They are doing everything they can do in another way to make sure that IPOB is down, completely down, 2027. Remember what I said, 2022, 2023. I said, look at the reason why Simon Ekpa is doing what he's doing. Look at why he is driving, why making Biafra, why calling Biafra as utterances and the Nnamdi Kanu name. He is driving the journey into violence. I said, look at it, because they want to do it. Some politicians have advised him to do it so that they will now seek for amnesty. All of you will bear me witness. And I came up on this line. I said, let me tell you something. If this journey eventually driven into amnesty, what happened to Niger Delta movement is going to happen to Ipob. Why? Those on the top of Ipob is the people that were going to benefit from government directly. The people who have paid the sacrifice, ordinary Ipob members, will never be anywhere to be found. That's what happened in Niger Delta. And that is why they advised them to engage in violence. And that is why Hope Uzodinma took it upon himself to ensure that his state was made headquarters for violence. What happened in Imo State has nothing to do with Biafran agitation. It is purely programmed in another way to seek for amnesty. Because what happened in Imo State, I blew the alarm 2023 when I made the call. Because when the killing was so much there, I have to say, no, let me do something. And I have to say some group of people, I say, investigate what is going on. And when we come, I came up from here and say, look at what is happening in Imo State. It has nothing to do with Biafran agitation. You can imagine where somebody have a problem. They start killing themselves. They start using Liberation Army, killing. Somebody will go to somebody sold land for somebody. Only to go and meet this Liberation Simon Epa boys. He met with them. And they wanted that land back. I will play one audio. Let me play one audio here. Let me see if I can find this audio.
Achọm ka ị ga-egoro vidio. Achọm ige vidio, ị ga-echa vidio share. Ọ bụrụ na ihe onye a na-ekwu eziokwu. I'm short of words.
Oh, well, there's something I want you to understand here.
Anya na ha afụ kita lalụ. Ọtụ ya amaghị m ka ọ dụ. Pant ya afụgabeghị m anya. Ihe a na-asị ebube agụ, I'm not ebube agụ. Ihe mbụ DSS Special Force.
Yes.
Search and flush.
Yes.
Maka onye mehie ya agbaghara ya. We are all human beings. Onwe onye obi na-eri nke ọjọọ. Brother, ebia fe ihe ụmụazị a, asịrị gị ịmata m. Only the truth shall set us free. Only the truth shall set us free, and nothing but the truth. A na-emebia, iwe na-eforo Nnamdi Kanu, ịbịa m nso, ife na ihe ụmụazị jụọ ha how many of them gagolu Israel because of Biafra. Jụọ ha how many of them gagolu I started my own struggle. Get me to ofuma. Awum odegu Biafra. Onye Nnamdi Kanu baram. Ka ngwazie gi nde bidoro struggle 2014. I started Biafra struggle 2014. I'm well known. Mambo Operation Panther na say bia chalo na nke Nnamdi Kanu. I was there. Ekuru obia agaram, Abakaliki agaram. Bayasa agaram, Port Harcourt agaram, Owerri agaram, Mkpọ agaram, Ngwa High School anọ m mgbe a na-agba egbe life. N'ihe niile ahụ, gentle bịa ọjụ ha ese. Iko nsọ ji anya isi na-abịa be m ma ọ wụ na-achọwa ya ọsọ mgbe struggle agba ọgbọta ọsọ ndị ọbịa be m na ndị be anyị ma iko nsọ kịta ụmụnwa. Nkọwara gị ihe ngabigacha n'ije a ya ka gentle bịara bata be m na-asọ ha anya. Bịa tụtụrụ nwanne m my junior brother nke m tọọ direct ofu nne m gbuo sị m na ọ na-eme Biafra chụwa nke o gbuo gba unu m ọkụ ife unu this guy gbara ọkụ in the next 100 years this guy alụtabeghị unu esi nwanne onye jechala obodo oyibo bata rụọ unu best choice ya gentle bịa gbaa ya ọkụ buru moto my brother na-agbalị n'ihu m ọtụtụ na onye m ga-eme.
Now if you hear this man now speaking, this is the report we got 2023 in Imo State, where somebody else again sold a land for one guy that lives in Spain. The guy bought this land from them, paid money, they hand over documents to them, to the guy, only for Simon to start his Liberation Army issue in Imo State with Hope Uzodinma. The same people who sold that land went and approached these guys, said they are fighting for Biafra. They negotiate. And this guy traveled home. That was the guy I said they killed. This guy traveled home during that 2023. Only to visit their village. And this is one of the guys, he was there supporting this, he was in this pen, talking about action. And they traveled home. He didn't go back to Spain. That was his end. The guy that sold the land, they went and collaborated with these guys. He won the land back. Look at it too. From Biafra agitation to intimidation to snatching of somebody's property. Do you see it? What did this guy said now? They pick his junior brother, kill his junior brother, carry their own car, start using their own vehicle on before their face. Is this one also for Biafra agitation? Who introduced this kind of pattern? Federal government of Nigeria through Hope Uzodinma. And who did they hand this kind of advice to? Kanu, Alod Ejimako, and Simon Nekpa. These are the three people that Hope Uzodinma discussed this kind of engagement with. Kanu, Alod Ejimako, and Simon Nekpa. Whenever I say that whatever that happened in Igbo land today, if you want to be sincere in bringing people to judgment, Alod Ejimako should be the first to be on the line. You people doesn't know what Alod Ejimako, you don't know the abomination Alod Ejimako committed in that Igbo land. And where federal government allow him to be moving freely because he is still on that mission. That mission is not achieved yet. And by now, this time around, that the step IPOB have taken, Alod Ejimako is fully convinced that yes, this mission can never be achieved. I've said this several times. He is not convinced that yes, he cannot achieve this mission. And this, I can tell you that Alod Ejimako is sitting on the hot seat. He's not himself anymore. He is sitting on a very hot seat because this is agreement. Achieve this or you have yourself to be blamed. And he admitted and he accepted that he will achieve it. And I warned him earlier. You see, I always tell people, I say, this contract you collect to destroy Ipob, you won't be able to destroy Ipob. This has been my word. You won't be able to destroy Ipob. You know what is going to happen? All of you who is involved will now land yourself in trouble. At the end of the day, IPOB will go through their means and Biafra will be restored. No matter how you fight it, no matter how you push it, you will never achieve it. Because we are here watching you. We are here monitoring every step you make. When this announcement of the known IPOB member as the head of the DOS, what did I say before that announcement? I said, there are something that these people is afraid to announce. Didn't I say it on my program? I said, there are something that these people, they are afraid to announce. But I said, but now as it stands now, they have no choice. They have to go ahead and announce it. That announcement wanted to be made before the court, before the ex-leader, the suspended leader of IPOB was sentenced to life imprisonment. It was about to be made. But because of some circumstances, they suspended it. And I came up here and I said, there are announcements that these people want to make. But they are afraid to make that announcement because they don't know how that announcement, the outcome of announcement, where it's going to lead them to. What I said, is you know what happened to them now? After they have nurtured that announcement, nurtured, that's why I say, if these people, they are wise, there are kind of word we use on media, they will know that, no, this thing is like, there is no secret with them anymore. And I said it's not up to 2 weeks, pia, they announce it. I said, there are something that this man want to announce. But the problem is, they want to bring him to a camera. They want to do it on camera. So that he will announce it, or I will see that he was the one who announced it. But as things stand now, they are preparing to announce it, but I don't know the channel they want to use to announce it. If you don't know, that man in US, they announced as IPOB DOS, illegal DOS. I call it my illegal. Let me tell you something. That is the handover of Ipob. That is the handover of Ipob, because it was said, hand Ipob over to federal government of Nigeria. That is the officially handover of Ipob. But the way they did mistake, I keep on telling you that the same mistake they did 2021 against 2023 election is the same mistake they have done again in announcing this premature DOS. What is that mistake? By appointing the known member of Ipob as a head of directorate. That is where their job knock. Because first of all, they have already made the arrangement, they have begged some members of DOS, beg them in another way to be compromised to their own side. But unfortunately, none of the member of the DOS agree to their terms. Do you see it now? So they were frustrated to announce no member. And at that point, IPOB members worldwide, now the question many people ask is, many people called me and said, Lionman, is this man, do you know this man? This man, is it an IPOB member? I said, I don't know. I said, let us call US. People begin to make call, US, asking IPOB members, do you know this man? Is this man, is it IPOB? They said that nobody know him. He's not IPOB. You have never been in IPOB before. That is the only thing that knocked their job. That's why they now ask, can Adeboye be crowned as a pope in the Catholic Church? He can, no matter how anointed Adeboye may be. A Catholic Church can never ordain him pope. It's not possible. Instead, the Catholic Church will ordain him if he is the only powerful man of God that remains on earth. You see, that guy that is ordained Reverend Father yesterday will be announced as Pope in Catholic. If there is anybody that would they anointed yesterday as Reverend Father, they will put that man and announce him as Pope in Catholic. Last thing that will happen is that can never happen. That is where they got it wrong. So this is the Biafra argument. Biafra argument, what is the condition of Nigerian police? Biafra argument, what is the condition of Nigerian army? What is the welfare of Nigerian army? There is a video that was trending where US military were dishing out their food. And they brought Nigeria own, where Nigerian army are preparing their own food. You gave somebody gun, you gave somebody weapon to secure the land. and that the same person is hungry. No. Now let us go to dog, our domestic dogs. You want the dog to guide your house. You want that dog to be agile. You want that dog to be active in guiding your compound when you are not around. But that the same dog, you can't give that dog food. Do you think that that dog will be active? That dog will be weak and it will go to somewhere to lie down because of hunger. If you want your dog to be active in the service of guiding your compound when you are not around, you have to feed that dog very well. This is animal, we're talking of human being. You see, argument of Biafra, no Nigeria agent can win it. It's very simple. You ask them, what is the Nigerian army condition? Both in their active service, what is their condition? After their retirement, what is their condition? It's nothing to write home about. What is the Nigerian teachers' condition? When they are in their active service, what is their condition? When they retire as a teacher, what is their condition? But come to developed countries, everybody is working towards their old age. Nobody working abroad in order way to achieve mansion, to achieve houses, to achieve business. No, everybody is working to secure their old age. Why is it like that? That is why the country is functioning, because nobody is desperate. Nobody is in a pressure to make it easily or to make it anyhow. Everybody dream is towards their old age. If you come to this country, young people that have started working today, 19 years, 18 years, that have started, anytime you are discussing with them, he will be telling you, if I reach 65, everybody will be, if I reach 65, I will start enjoying. If I reach 60, all of them, both the one of 19 years that just secure job today, the next thing, the discussion you will be hearing from him, if I got old, if I reach 65 and retire, I will enjoy. If I reach 65 and retire, I will enjoy. If I reach 65 and retire, I will enjoy. Or the one that need money urgent, they know how to do it. If he needs something that he want to invest money on, what he will do, he will now work for 5 years in a company, he will retire. He will resign from that company. The company will pay him his benefit of working with them for 5 years. Or some of them will be patient, they will work for 10 years. Because more years you work, more money you receive. They will work for 10 years, they will resign. They will voluntarily resign. They will pay them that money off. And not only paying them that money, let me tell you now, not only paying that money, if he resign, immediately after 2 months, if he doesn't want to secure another job, government will be paying that fellow minimum wage. This one not benefit, minimum wage salary until he got another job. That's what we call structure. They will be paying that person, even if it's 1 year. They will be paying that person the salary until that person secure a new job. The moment that person secure a new job and receives his first salary, it will reflect in a bank. The government will cut him off from that benefit, from that minimum wage. Why is it that no African country who can practice all these things? Why is it that they can't practice this in Africa? Does it mean that they are not human beings like these people? Are we not the same human being? Is it not the same brain that is functioning in us? This is the question you'll be asking. When I say shame on African leaders, I know what I say. I know what I'm saying. Look at how Morocco citizens invaded Spain last week. All of them push wire and falling. All of them were falling into Spanish territory. Have you tell me where you see European citizens, even the poorest European country? You know, many people don't know that there is poorest European country. Many people don't know. There is a Europe where you will go. The money that the whole country have, even it don't even reach money of Atonzi. That Europe you are seeing, there is some Europe country. The money they have as a capital money for the country money, Tinubu money or just Kanu money itself is bigger than their money. The weight of Ojo Kanu is bigger than that country's money. But you go there, everybody is living fine. Everybody is living peacefully. There is a home for everybody. Government provide a home for everybody. Street is well constructed. Electricity is steady. Everything is functioning. Pensioners there can never go hunger. Every month, before the month, their salary is already in their account. They use their ATM card, go out, withdraw their money, not to line up to anybody office to demand for their pension. Have you asked yourself, what is wrong with African leaders? I remember when South Africa was handled, when South Africa was being handled by the white. The population of African nationals in South Africa at that time was even more higher than now. When the white South Africans were handling South Africa government, the African nationals in South Africa is more populated than even now. They are complaining that the foreigners should leave. Is it not a shame? What is wrong with we, the black Africans? What is wrong with us? Greediness. That is the sickness, greediness. Because when the white of South Africa were handling, even that time they were saying, the white occupying everywhere. The white occupying everywhere. The white occupying everywhere. Upon all the allegation of occupying everywhere, were things not functioning? No, let us be sincere. Were things not functioning? Were everybody not comfortable? South Africans were comfortable. The foreigners in South Africa were comfortable. Then what happened now that you have agitated the white are the one, you collected some of these offices and hand over to the black? What happened now? What happened? Why can't you make, why can't you make proof more than them? Rather, everything got destroyed. You start pointing accusing fingers on people who are blocking you, people who are disturbing you. This is how failures always do. Failures always have a place to point. I was telling somebody the other day, I said, why is Alex Oti, when he entered Abia State, why is Alex Oti not sitting on the complaint? Why is Alex Oti not sitting on the complaint? If it is other governor, they will say, I inherited debts. Abia State was so rotten. What can I do? Why is he not sitting on the complaint? Since Tinubu entered, because that's one thing about criminality. Criminality, they can't offer you anything. Criminals can't offer you anything positive. Since Tinubu entered there, See all the cabinet of Tinubu. Anytime you touch them, the country has been spoiled before. The country is we inherited. After you inherited, you still continue where those people who throw the country into mess. You still continue the same pattern. What is the same pattern? Because Abudulai, during the time of Buhari, Abudulai made the 200 billion from Nigeria. As Bajamila is now. Abakari was the chief of Asarok chief of staff. Abakari made trillions of naira, billions of dollars. As Bajamila is now, do you know what he will be targeting? If Abakari, let me tell you what is killing African nations. If Abakari during the time of Buhari made $3 billion, Bajamila during the time of Tinubu, he will say, I will make 10 billion. Tell me how he will be good. Bajamila will be targeting 10 billion. This is how corruption grows. Instead of him to look there and say, no, all this money, what am I going to use it for? Let me give my children best education. Let me give them a very good house. Maybe I drop like $1 million inside their account. It's okay. I don't need much. Which is how the white politicians do. But you know what? If Abakari made 3 billion, Bajamila want to make 10 billion. If Abakari constructed 100 houses during the time of his administration with Buhari, Bajamila want to construct 200 houses. He want to own 200 houses. It's a big problem. Then at the end of the day, they will turn around and say, population is what is stopping us. Population. Obasanjo complained the same thing. Population. I lash Obasanjo when Obasanjo made that statement. I said, a whole old man like you is complaining about population. An old man like you is complaining about population, for goodness sake. Okay, population, kill them now. Slaughter them. Reduce the population by killing them. Kill Nigerians now, so that population will be reduced. Imagine where a president come out and be complaining about population. Do you know that is a very insultive to the citizens? So what is indirectly telling you that you need to be depopulated? That is what, anytime somebody come out and tell you your population is that means they have programmed in one way or another, either through injection or through one program or through one crisis, they want to depopulate you. That is what they want to do. It's like what we experience in IPOB. We haven't gotten country yet. We are on a struggling level. Some people have positioned themselves in investment. Some people have positioned themselves in living large. Some people have positioned themselves in their, living like a king. No country yet, this has been the black Africans mentality. And with this kind of mentality, national progress can never stand. Evil will continue to spread. Because let me tell you something about this corruption of a thing. Imagine if we allow this thing in IPOB. If we didn't shout and condemn it. Before you know what happened, some members of the DOS will say, oh, if this family have been enjoying like this, what am I doing? Before you know what happened, if they are 20 in number, 6 in number can be convinced to join the corrupt leader. Before you know what happened, another 5, before next year, another 5 will join him. Before you know what, another 5 will join him. Do you know what happened? Oh, let me tell you about crime, about corruption. Moment that have enjoying that money, the next thing, if that money is not flowing, they switch into crime. This is what could have happened. Moment that money is not flowing again, they will not switch into crime. What Nigeria officials did, if Nigeria official does not get money from the office they are handling, they switch into crime. Is it not the same thing? They switch into crime. What happened? What happened in Ipob? As soon as the money they seize, they squander it. Kidnapping start. Alo de Jimako, Kanu, Simon Epa, they started kidnapping. If you can't bring it willingly, you bring it by force. If you can't bring it willingly, you bring it by force. Because of what? Corruption. Because now they have feel that yes, it's their right. Look at the bishops, the clergymen that visited Tinubu. Tinubu, we are not happy with them. The meeting, the clergy Christian Association of Nigeria host with Tinubu. Tinubu, we are not happy in that meeting because one man told him a bishop, a man of honor, told him the truth in Asarok before his eyes. He said, Mr. President, the people who are working with you are not telling you the real story. Because Tinubu went there and told them that the economy is getting better. The man said the economy is not getting better. I don't know what their workers are telling you. I think they are lying to you. And Tinubu was not happy with that statement. And the man told you that what I'm telling you today, nobody will tell you. The country is catching fire. And you are here praising yourself before us. Who is giving you this message? This is the same thing. Sacrifice. That is the problem. Anywhere they are, they destroy the leader. And the Africans, we are comfortable with those who praise us always. We are comfortable with those who cannot confront us. Do you know why people leadership is always successful? Because they believe this on equal right. As Trump is today, before all this action you see Trump is taking is being discussed by his cabinet. They know born Trump well, may Trump come out and make a decision without that discussion being discussed in inner caucus. Can't you see it? Anytime Trump come out and say something, if media challenge it, go and meet another cabinet of that administration. They will send the same thing to tell you that they are all concluded before Trump comes out to say anything. They are all concluded. It's not done by only Trump alone. And this is how government is being run. Not by some micro few people. Look at Senate President. Anything you bring today in chamber, the next thing is pass. No verification, no investigation, pass. And this is the place you people are talking about. You say the place will be sustainable. It can never be sustainable. The only thing that is there is the IPOB should be wise. IPOB should be wise. And I want to seize this opportunity to urge all of us, including myself. You see, it's high time we need to focus. It's high time we need to focus. This journey, this Biafra journey, since the functioning of this journey from the suspended leader of Ipob till now, is all about, confusion, diversion, distractions. There is one matured game I want IPOB members to play, and we, the media personnel, to play in IPOB. It is high time we forget and abandon everything concerning the ex-leader of Ipob. Go and write this in somewhere today. If we can find it in ourselves, no matter the noise, no matter the distraction, he is bringing out from Sokoto or anywhere he wants to be and be bringing it out. It is hard time we abandon him and abandon his distraction. If we do this thing, you see Nnamdi Kanu and his Ochicha lawyers, they are going to die a natural death. I'm telling you, it's going to be a natural death. They are going to die a natural death. Nobody will hear anything about them again. Because I've studied this now. I have studied what they want to do. They keep on doing distraction. They want to be keeping him. They know that they have sink him. They know, the lawyers and the brothers know they have sink him. But they just want to keep him on a news line. They want to keep Nnamdi Kanu on a news line. That is the only thing they want to achieve. Keep him on the news. And Kemere Joyi, he left another one. But I'm telling you today, if we, the IPOB, abandon him, abandon their distraction, what I give you is just 1 year. Nobody will hear anything about them again. 1 year, nobody will hear anything about them again. This is very simple strategy. You do as if you don't see it. You see the news, you jump the news and pass. You focus on agitation. You focus on what you are doing. They call the name. Nobody will respond. Do they have anything to offer? I've asked you, does anybody in that group have anything to offer? They have nothing to offer. They have nothing to offer. I have studied this thing. I have analyzed this thing. I have checked this thing. I said, no. The only way out is to ignore these people. If you ignore them, they will die a natural death. Nobody asks anybody to go and commit crime. What we are here is to do what? To agitate for Biafran restoration. So if we agreed, or you have longer throat, or whatever that may have led you to go and engage in crime, then suffer it. Face your penalty, face your punishment. So that you will learn, because any crime without punishment, that person will never learn. I don't believe in forgiving somebody who commit crime. If anybody commit crime, let the law punish that person. If I commit crime tomorrow, punish me. If you find any evidence against me, punish me. Freedom fighting and the kidnapping have no relationship. They didn't relate. Freedom fighting and going to somewhere to keep people in the name of they don't agree on your own ideology doesn't relate. It doesn't relate. Call a spade a spade. Call evil by the name. Like one Abaranzi, he say, freedom fighters are now calling their fellow freedom fighters terrorists. And now ask, so freedom fighting to you, Abaranzi, the musician, freedom fighting to you is to kill people. So killing other people is the freedom fighting to you. How does it? I'll ask. How does that match with the freedom fighting? Somebody went to community. You bring somebody's son out. You kill the person. He said the person is a police officer in Nigeria. You kill the person. He said the person is an army officer in Nigeria. You brought out the person. You kill the person. And you go there. Sometimes you don't see the person. You bring one of their sister or one of the brother and kill. And you say it's the freedom fighting. How does it relate? And ask Abaranze. Abaranze, can you explain this action from Simon Ekpa? How does that relate to freedom fighting? Because the people we are fighting to liberate, police is involved, army is involved, politicians are involved, teachers are involved, customs are involved, immigrations are involved. Are we going to deny that they are not involved? So if anybody that is working under Nigeria umbrella is becoming the enemy of the Biafra we are agitating for, how are you going to manage it? Are you going to, if you restore Biafra, you will not select them out? You have worked before in Nigeria as a teacher. Therefore, come, you don't need to live inside Biafra, we will kill you. Is that what you are going to do? Abaranze, I want to ask you a question. Defender of evil. You know, when you people are defending evil, people like us just keep you quiet. In other way, to showcase your foolishness in public so that people will know who you are. Abaranze, I want to ask you. So, if our brothers and our sisters who are working in Nigeria as police and army, if they are enemy to Biafra, if Biafra come, are you going to call them out and say, oh, all of you, oh yeah, come this side? You now kill all of them in order way to not have enemy in Biafra. This is the reason why I say you people doesn't have sense. This is the reason why I am saying it. Parents, send their children to school. Educate your children. I keep on saying it. That money you will use to enjoy your life, leaving your children to be illiterate, please stop that enjoyment. Pay that sacrifice. Use that money to educate your children. Education is very good. Because this kind of dead brain can only be seen among the illiterates. How can somebody onye ngujuru minara nne ya afọ pụta ya asịghị lo onye ala onye amị? And that reason you go to their compound and invade their compound. If you didn't see anybody there, you put the house on fire. If you see anybody there, you bring the person, you kill. You say because the brother is army, or the sister is army, or the sister is the police. No, come out and defend it. Come out and tell me that such action, such practice is included in Biafra agitation. If it is included in Biafra agitation, can you defend it? Killing them, what solution does it bring to you in restoration of Biafra? Killing them, are then the United Nations officials that you are going to approach? Are then the international community you are going to approach for Biafra? That was exactly what happened in Imo State. That was exactly what they wanted to introduce in Anambra before the late Chief Anyoba took it upon himself. Because enemies wanted to be hiding under Biafra agitation, try to kill those they are targeting. That's exactly what happened in Imo State. Political rivals begin to use the name Biafra to kill themselves. Somebody carry somebody, kidnap somebody, take this person to the bush, collect his car, and you come out, you said they are freedom fighter. Can anybody come out and explain to me how does that relate to freedom fighting? It doesn't relate. Because truth is standing. Truth always stand out. Then when people like us come here to educate you, to tell you, don't allow government to get a ladder. Rather, we are going to use their own ladder. Because Nigeria can never hold water as a state. Go and write it somewhere. But when you allow them to deceive you into violence, they will outsmart you. Because they're government. Okay, look at what happened. The good example is there. When the ex-leader of Ipob was restitution to Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu, what happened? Did Nigeria have anything as evidence to convince him? No. What make it possible not to have anything to convince him? IPOB. Because Nigeria were expecting IPOB to. What did they do? Nnamdi Kanu was restitution to Nigeria from Kenya. Isn't it? What did they do? In order way to throw IPOB into violence, what did they do? They start searching for IPOB members. Do you know how many IPOB members the Nigerian government kidnapped? Immediately, Martin Nnamdi Kanu was restitution to Nigeria. You people don't know anything. Do you know how many IPOB members was busted? So, if you now watch, ask me, what connection of kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria? What connection does he have to go and start busting IPOB members in Biafra land? Does it relate to anything? The action is just only to provoke IPOB into violence. And immediately IPOB got that information. We all gathered. We said, no, let us be careful. You see, these people they are kidnapping now. They don't commit any crime. They will bring them out. The only thing we need to do, we send the legal team to follow up where these people are being kidnapped to, their location. What I said those days, haven't it happened? Do you know how many people they have released? I don't go to kill somebody that don't have anything against them. This person is agitating, demanding for freedom. Or only. Can you tell me the crime you want to kill him? No. But where did they start killing most of them? In detention. Do you know when they start killing most of them in detention? Immediately Simon Ekpa started his violence. They now see excuses. They will not go and bring IPOB members. They will execute them in their detention. Most of IPOB members that died in detention is as a result of what Simon Ekpa was doing outside. Nigeria filed for stay of execution of the suspended leader of Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu. And they couldn't know how they are going to handle that case and win the case. They now, through the lawyer, through Aloy Dejimako, get what they want. Do you see how they did it? They use Aloy Dejimako, throw away the lawyers who are not in line with violence. They now allow Aloy Dejimako who collaborated with violent group. You see now, because your lawyer is you are the lawyer. When I keep on telling people, let me tell you something. Your lawyer is your mouthpiece. Understand this thing. So those people who say the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being convicted wrongly, now lie. Nnamdi Kanu was not convicted wrongly. Go and make your research. We don't research, we just open mouth and say something. Nnamdi Kanu, by law, was not convicted wrongly. By law, Nnamdi Kanu is convicted legally through his lawyer. What are you people talking about? Do you know what is called special counsel to somebody? Do you know what is called legal counsel? You are my mouthpiece. Whatever I believe is what you believe. So, Allah de Jimako believing in Simon Epa, believing in autopilot that kidnap, that kills, that commit terrorism. That means Nnamdi Kanu believe on it. This is the final, this is the interpretation. For your lawyer to believe in a group that is violent, and that the same lawyer have never come one day, either secretly or publicly condemn that group. Rather, that lawyer have been praising that group, and you, as a person, still stand very strong with that lawyer. The lawyer that Nigeria government knew that is against violence, that is against criminality, is Ibrasifa Ejiofor, and you now prove it to the Nigerian government that yes, you don't like peace. You now drive that one away. That was the first proof we provided to Nigeria government that you don't love peace. Because that your mouthpiece then stand for peace. Then you now showcase your action by telling them that you no longer believe in peace. You drive the man away. Then IPOB maintain the man as organization that did what? That believe in peace. Do you see the interpretation for all of you? I just keep on quiet. One day, what them I will say it open. Kunu marakwa, lande adere wrong. Go and make your research. Your lawyer is your mouthpiece. That's why when you see that your lawyer is not going to direction where you are going, you nullify the lawyer. You tell the government, I am not comfortable with this lawyer. They will ask you, why are you not comfortable with this lawyer? You don't believe what I believe. That is language. You don't believe, the lawyer doesn't believe on my ideology, so I don't have anything to do with him. But Stephen Ejiofor believe in peace. He believe in civil approach. And they have maintained that. And the IPOB as a foundation believe in the civil approach. We don't believe in violence. And as a man who is under IPOB, you now turn around and now tell government of Nigeria that I am relieving this man, I am sacking this man because I no longer believe in peace. And the one Nigeria knew that is in collaboration with violent individuals, Alo Dejimako, who is in collaboration with Simon Ekpa, who is championing violence. You not, before the whole world, you not change and choose him as your personal counsel. That was when you step into that ring of violence in Nnamdi Kanu. That was when you step into the violence. And not only that, you now prove to the Nigerian government again that you are violent, which you have not believed. You can defend it. Because what secure you discharged and acquitted is civil approach. Now, in another way to prove to all of us that you know exactly what you are doing, you will say you use your own hand and nullify that discharged and acquitted given to you by the means of peaceful approach. I hope the word is getting me. In the midst of that peaceful approach, you now denounce it. Even the freedom secure under it, you denounce it, you cancel it by yourself and say, I am going to defend violence in the court of Nigeria. And you went there, you couldn't defend the violent. You failed in defending the violent. and you were jailed as the result of violence, this is very simple. The evidence is there. If you call any Nigerian judge now to go and interpret this international community, this is exactly what they're going to tell the international community. They say, first, he believed in violence. International will can you provide the evidence? They will bring the videos of Simon Ekpa and the Gentle de Yahoo. They will bring the video of all this Liberation Army. They will bring it, they will show you. Then they will now bring Aloy Rejimako confirmation of Simon Ekpa. Then now, they will now bring the confirmation of that violence of Mazi Nnamdi. They will now bring it out. The one Mazi Nnamdi have confirmed. Because according to his directive, he said, I don't believe in autopilot. Everybody, they are all Biafrans. He said, go and unite with them. Nigeria government will present it to the world. Look at this man. Look at evidence here. Evidence of supporting killing. Evidence of supporting kidnapping. Evidence of supporting all manner of violence. Terrorism. They will show it. And nobody will save him. If you go to the platform of the people, the media they are paying, the evidence is there. That's why whenever I go to their platform, I shall screen, like the one Methuselah said the other day about Simon Ekpa, the one he posted recently. I have short screen them and keep. This is how I do. I short screen, I keep. So that when time comes, Biafrans can be boldly ask them, this guy who killed us is the person you turn around to give your support. You are welcome home. I get welcome home. They will welcome you people now. At least they welcome you. The supporters of the killers of your brothers. They will be welcome. At least. Because those they kill their brother, they kill their sister, they are not human beings. Blood doesn't flow in their vein. That's why I say IPOB will never support and we will never reconcile with anybody who have taken the blood of our people. Not today, not tomorrow. It won't happen. We will never reconcile with them until they pay, until they are being punished for the sin, for the atrocity they committed. Imagine me now, said I want to collaborate, I want to reconcile with Emeka Livingstone. Me, Lionman, you will not call me to go and reconcile with Nelu Febu, to go and reconcile with Madame Oyibo, to go and reconcile with you. Onto what now? Onto what? Can you explain to me? Onto what? I thought they said after the key finish, they will declare Biafra. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2022. In as far as they didn't listen when we were shouting, stop this nonsense, stop this killing, stop this violence, and they say that is the only way they will restore Biafra under 2023, 2022, 2024. 2022 they fell, 2023 they fell, 2024 they fell. Result of Biafra we didn't see. The people you kill, you can't bring them back. And you are asking for reconciliation. To where? To where? From where to where now? It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. Since you couldn't achieve the Biafra, you say that if you kill now, if you kill them, Biafra will come. Since the Biafra is not there, go and bring them back. That's the only way for reconciliation. If you bring them back to life, you bring this one and say, Matthew, this is the Matthew I killed 2022. He's here now. I brought him back. This is Nkechi that I killed 2023. He's here now. Can you see her? Okay. That is when we will be shaking our heads. Okay. You're welcome. Now let us talk peace. But in as much that there is no these people again, these people are nowhere to be found again. One day, you better remain on the run forever and ever. You better remain on the run forever and ever. Because if your hand touch you, the same fate you give to these people is what will wait for you. Who believe in killing, let him die as well. This is my pattern. Who believe in killing, let him be killed as well. Who love the death of other people, may death visit you. It's not a bad prayer. You who love to see people die, may death visit you, may death be your portion. It's simple as ABC. Somebody is somewhere. You see, if I get your point, then I will know how to handle you. If I get your point, I will know how to handle you. The very moment I discovered that the ex-leader of Ipob were secretly supporting this violence, immediately I removed my hand. I began to shout. I said, I never know that this man is like this. I said, I never knew that this man have this kind of belief. And immediately, I don't hide my own. I said, may what he wish others follow him. Immediately, I said, may what he wish others follow him. It's not a bad prayer. That's all. If this man believes this thing that I've been defending against for many years, well, for what he wish others, may he follow him. Let him pay fully for what he wish others. It's not a bad prayer. It's a good prayer. If I wish anybody dead, may dead follow me. If I wish anybody bad thing, may bad thing follow me. That is my own. I don't wish people bad, because I am not a candidate for that. I will only tell you, don't. Follow this way. Follow this way. Follow this way. Follow the, yeah. Follow. Government will push you, because that is exactly what government wants you to do. Government wants you to go gaga, so that they can see where they hook their hand and strike. But when they push you, you stand your way. They become the fool. You have won them. That's mean you have won them. Because some of them say, if the land is not at fire, do you think they are going to release him? I say, look at you. Say, look at you. Who told you that they are not going to release him? Okay, now that you people have put the land on the fire, and the fire have burned, the ashes have remained. Have they released him? Rather, the land you place on fire have landed him in life imprisonment. And he may not even end there. It may even lead to death penalty. As case may be. Now, who is wise? Is Lionman that is wise, or you are the one that is wise? That's the question I asked one of them the other day. I said, do you remember 2023 when I was shouting? You people were calling me all manner of names, saying that it is only violent that they will release. I said, now that the same violent you people promoted, that the same violent you people that IPOB run away from. Now that the same violence have landed him in life imprisonment and is heading him to death sentence, I said, what do you have to say? He couldn't talk. Do you know what he said? Do you know what he said? He told me. Yeah, if not that IPOB throw Simon inside jail. If not that IPOB throw Simon inside jail, do you think they will not release Nnamdi Kanu? I say, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. I say, I ask you a question now. You say that violence is what will make them releasing Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why you run away from IPOB. When IPOB did not buy the idea, then you see that other group like Simon Ekpa group are doing the idea you love. You follow them. I say, where is Nnamdi Kanu now? That is my question. Where is Nnamdi Kanu? Have they released him? He not change. If not, IPOB throw Simon inside prison. This and that. I say, this is not my question. My question is, where is Nnamdi Kanu? I only called him and said, listen to me. He's heading to death penalty. His matter is heading to death penalty due to what you people believe. You people should go and secure his freedom. You know, the worst part of that, these people, they don't have shame. They now turn around. What is IPOB doing? I said, which IPOB? IPOB you have left. IPOB you people team up to destroy. I said, do you have shame? So if you have destroyed IPOB that time, which IPOB are you referring to go and rescue Nnamdi Kanu? That's what I was telling them. Which IPOB are you referring to go and rescue Nnamdi Kanu? The IPOB you people say that you will end. Simon said that you will end, or you too open your mouth and say all of you are going to end, you are going to destroy IPOB. Then unfortunately you people destroy yourselves. IPOB still stand. Is that this IPOB now you are referring to go and rescue Nnamdi Kanu? How? I now let him, I say, for your information, there is no IPOB that is going to rescue Nnamdi Kanu. What is going to rescue Nnamdi Kanu is autopilot. Because that's the people he believes. He never believed in a peaceful approach. So we will never take our effort to go and rescue somebody who did not believe in us. Listen, I make this known to them. Because I'm not here to joke with. I told them, I will never, even though, let them say, they say, it is Lionman effort that will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. I will deny him that effort. You see, let me tell you, I am not stupid. The worst stupid any man can be on earth is when you give service to somebody who does not believe in your service. That means you are a stupid man. When you give service to somebody who does never believe in your service, that means you are a low esteem person. You don't have value for yourself. You don't give service to somebody who does not value your service. He valued the service of violent. So let the violent give him the service he wants. Me, my service only given to people who are civil in approach, people who are peaceful in their approach. That is my service. That is my area of service. So my service can never go contrary, because you value what you believe. Imagine now Ipob carrying effort now, peaceful effort. To who? To who does not believe it? The only person who will value the such service is the person who believes in that, who has faith in that service. This is how the world is functioning. As the ex-leader of Ipob is now, I can never, let me repeat myself. Let's assume they say that it is my only service now that remains to get approval to go and do something about Nnamdi. I will deny that. I will deny him that service. Because you know what? He never believed in what I believe. Or if I want to even find a place to show him mercy, I will not return the message back. Let him sign a document for me that he have believed in peace. He have believed in what I believe. If he doesn't believe it, bring my document back. Don't sign it. Bring it back. Until he sign it and say, oh, I believe in peace. I believe in what I believe. We can work together. It's not me giving somebody who is like, when you give somebody service that person does not value, that person will never, he can never appreciate that service. Person appreciates service that is given to him or her because of he believes in that service and he have been expecting that service to take place. Then you appreciate that service. But imagine that this person, okay, it's like, I don't want to eat rice. I want to eat swallow. I say, I'm hungry, I want to eat swallow. You now go and carry a very nice rice, come. Remember what I demanded? I said, I am hungry. Generally. Yes, hungry. Anybody who hungry can eat rice, can eat. I now tell you, I wish I get swallow. You now go and carry a very nice rice, come. If you give me that rice, probably I may eat that rice because I'm hungry. But I will never be appreciative much because of that word. He didn't give me what I want. This is a simple life. Because he didn't give me what I want. Let's assume that I told that I am hungry, but I wish I get swallow. You now serve me. You now give me a service of that swallow. Hi. Do you know how I'm going to? I will appreciate that thing over. The appreciation, you will see it all over me. Both my face, everywhere, all my body language, you will see the appreciation. Because you give me exactly what I believe. Somebody is requesting to join. Obi something, are you requesting to join or did you press it by mistake? I see somebody, is it Obi? I don't get the name. Obi something. The name self, maybe the person pressed it by mistake. So this is how the world functions. You don't give service to those who does not value your service. They have rendered service of violence which they believe it could have worked, and the thing have backfired them. So the only thing they will do is to go and continue their violence to see if it will work. But we believe in what we believe. We believe in peace. We believe in civil approach. Do you want to join on SB? Okay, I think no. So this has been the problem. So we need to be guided. We need to be very, very guided in whatever we are doing. Very, very important. The world is watching us, and we must defend what we believe in. IPOB believe in peace, and that's why we all are here. If by tomorrow IPOB worldwide come together, which is impossible, and say they don't believe in violence, they don't believe in peace again, immediately I will come up on air. I will come up on air. I will say, no, our rules have changed. Therefore, I am not interested again. The way I enter voluntarily, I voluntarily do what? Go away. That's why I can never leave IPOB to join any other group. As far as IPOB still believe in what we believe, I can't. If you like, go and bring Jesus Christ from heaven and say, this is where Jesus Christ is now. Go and join there. I will tell you, let that Jesus remain that place. Make I remain where they are. It's as simple as that. Jesus, remain where you are. Make I remain where they. About us and I go mine. About us and I go mine. So therefore, in conclusion, please IPOB media, let us focus on the preaching of our referendum to the international community. Let us allow these people to die a natural death. Onye nwujaka egbu onwe ya wuru ndị mmụọ ọhịa ndị Igbo ọtaka ndị Igbo sikwu ya. Onye ji aka ya gbuo onwe ya wuru ndị mmụọ. So this issue of whenever every week they will bring one topic in order way to divert attention, let us borrow ourselves. Let us be guided. Let us be guided. Very, very important, so that nobody will use us to be playing games. Because I've seen that this is the new pattern. Every week they will get one nonsense they will bring out to dish out and said they say from Sokoto. These are distractions. Let us not buy into their pattern of distraction and focus. I will pick this call, then after this call I will end the program. Hello? Hello?
Yes, good afternoon from here, Mr. Lionman.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, welcome to this.
Thank you very much. My name is Ifan Chukwumada Abuchi.
No.
And yes, my brother, I'm listening from the Netherlands. Now, I want to, you said a lot of things. It has been a very long broadcast, and the ones I have to just give comments on certain points. Now, to start with, I hope I'm coming out clear, my brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, to start with, our people say that
yeah.
If you kill your brother, you are not a gallant or soldier or whatever. So that is the belief, that is the core Igbo belief, and that is the Biafran value.
Yeah.
We don't kill our own. Now, IPOB do not believe in killing killing all together. Though we believe in self-defense, let people not conflict or compound those things. We believe in peacefulness and peaceful agitation, and also we believe in self-defense. That is one. Secondly, most importantly, IPOB do not believe in killing our own. And we do not believe in turning our homeland, our territory, into a war zone. Because this will give Nigerian system, Nigerian government and the armed forces and the intelligence, and this will give them an excuse to come and slaughter our people. That is why we said we do peaceful agitation so that heaven and earth, our land and the God, nature's creator, and and even humanity all over the place will say these people are peaceful. Yes. So, and even the other regions, north and west, will say, hey, but these people are peaceful now. And they are saying it now because they see that Nigeria is not attacking and, following the terrorists coming from the north, as they are attacking our people who don't speak that they want freedom. They see that is being led on the east. If it is transported to the north, maybe they will have some result. And so, having said that, about that, we don't believe in giving Nigeria a system excuse to come to slaughter our people. And I want to tell my people, our people, the Biafrans, the people from the east who are listening, why can't we agree in certain points to disagree? If you want to go left and I said I want to go right, you can walk your left and I walk my right.
Exactly.
And I give an example. In Ireland, that is Northern Ireland, you know that Britain has a piece of Ireland they occupy and they all since God knows when. And they have been they have been described as British territory. So the indigenous people there, the Irish people there, wanted to separate from that to join the Irish Republic. Now, there had been an Irish Republican Army. There is Sinn Féin, that is the political part of that liberation movement, but they have what they call Irish Republican Army. So Irish Republican Army and Sinn Féin, they work. If the government wants to give a message to IRA, they will go to Sinn Féin, and Sinn Féin is, IRA is what you call moderate to non-violent. They work hand in hand with Sinn Féin, and then they had what they called, because some people wanted water. They said, oh, this thing you are doing, you are talking with the government, you are talking with the Sinn Féin. No, we don't want it. They created what they called real IRA. That is the violent one. Yeah. So the people say, no, go and do your own. We don't believe in that thing. But they never, this is the point I'm trying to make my people. They never, IRA and real IRA never turned their guns on each other. IRA didn't turn their guns to Sinn Féin because they were talking to the government. IRA didn't turn their gun on IRA or no on Sinn Féin. They were pursuing the same thing but on another angle, so that they will not turn themselves as targets and as enemies instead of, people. I'm laughing at some people that their mesolimbic membrane are not active. Their frontal lobe is dormant. They are calling some of us saboteur, because we not even do anything or say anything against Biafran agitation, but because we dared to ask questions. Where are we going and what is happening to our effort? And now we are, so why can't we agree and say, okay, if you don't talk, we don't agree. Okay, do your own, I do my own. Why should we be enemy? Why should we be killing ourselves? Why should we be sometimes poisoning ourselves? Waka died. A lot of stories. A lot of people are dying and suspicion about what happened to them. And then people are pointing fingers. People are creating mayhem in our homeland. People are kidnapping our people. People are taking ransom. People are killing our people. And then you think that we're in some struggle. People are telling us, Sekoto is telling us to just mind.
Why did this thing cut? So what we're talking about, what the man is trying to explain is, this thing is very difficult and kind of area we come from, the part of Africa we come from, because of hardship. I keep on telling people, hardship. Many people can be bought over with a little thing. Imagine where somebody is being bought with 800,000. I was even telling somebody, I said, the same 800,000 that can't even last me one week. Then a whole matured man that called himself a mature man is bought over with 800,000. Then I remember, everybody on his level. People have the same different levels of. Yeah, welcome to the program.
Hello,
Yeah.
Mazi.
Yeah.
Mazi Lionman. Good afternoon, Monday.
Yeah, welcome to the program. There.
Am I coming out, Mazi?
Yeah, you're coming out. Lower your listening device.
Hello, Isaiah?
I said lower your listening
can I go
device.
ahead?
The one you're listening with. Lower it. It's coming out. You are clear. You are clear. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was using an earpiece, Mazi.
Okay. That's why.
Our brother that just finished talking now, I don't know why something cut off.
Yeah, the thing just the line just dropped. I don't know what happened to him.
It is the same thing that we are saying. I'm saying bakata or afaro nyabara afakure. We are being stuck in the position of Nigeria, because if you look at Nigeria, you find out that the amount of illiterate Nigerians is much than the sensible ones or educated ones. That is why if you bring out any issue, it is being argued through the lines of ethnicity, religion, and all of those things, instead of them discussing in the lines of how to better their lives, or economic, improvement and all of those things, or who is capable to do those very jobs. But you see that the number of people that is not, that doesn't have the thinking capacity or educational qualification to really know what is needed to better their lives are much. But it is more of complicating when it comes to even our own case and even the Nigeria, because you still find some educated illiterates. Just like I would say, I normally discuss with some few Nigerians that when you talk of the PDP is more of educated criminals.
Yeah.
Then the APC that you have today are illiterate Aboro criminals.
Yeah.
That is why you see that don't obey. They are even destroying all the institutions, the judiciary, the executive, every damn thing. So I'm bringing it to our own case here now. You find that when we are shouting this wutu, there are some certain people that doesn't know the bedrock, the foundation, even our bullets. A bullet that we have been using to kill this enemy since 2012 to date. You want us to come and change it. There is a way that says that you don't change a winning team, or when an item is not broken, there is no need to start fixing it.
Yeah.
Through a peaceful agitation, IPOB have been able to galvanize themselves and, bring about the agitation to the minds of millions. And when they hear me, you know that I now get to know that it is based on the calibers of people that started joining IPOB that even forced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to direct this agitation to a peaceful one. That is why you can see some calibers of social media. IPOB. IPOB is a global phenomenon that have not been seen anywhere in the whole world. And we didn't do that out of Tibo Zobo or Woto or no Woto. We do that out of intelligence,
Exactly.
out of hard work, out of dedication, out of sacrifice. So I don't even need to start telling them if as in of all of this, because they know. And we swallow every one of them. Just That man, I now get to know, even if that evidence have not come to me, I now get to know that that security, if I established, might be the reason why he died.
Yes.
And his death is still mysterious till today. Although, because that man, despite how they might painted it, that very security is not to be compared with Ipob that we have today, or Agune Chamber and the rest of them. I didn't hear much of their destruction and the killing and all of those things. So it was more of him protecting his own enclaves. And there were some individuals that I believe that might not be really happy with that very thing. That is why I'm immediately to Rogers more in case CCE, I won't share. Those security people, because all the time you see them, they are always looking for a group of people and ammunition to render havoc in their own people. So all of these things is in the open. Nobody should start running around. And this is not time for sentiment.
And you know, Mazi, you know, that water gave a lot of bad politicians privilege. It gave them opportunity. Let me talk about opportunity to operate. If you watch in Anambra, if you watch what happened in Anambra, remember, I was the first person that said it. I said, all these native doctors that are building hotel here and here in Anambra, and if you watch the investment of that hotel investment, it was rampant. Immediately, Nnamdi Kanu was reduction. Do you notice it?
Yes, it's true.
So I call somebody. I say, all these guys, they tell you, okay, this and that, this and this. I said, no, these people are kidnapping. They are into kidnapping. And immediately, government, that's why there's nothing government doesn't know. Government will allow those things to flow because to damage some people. Because the government of Anambra knew that it wasn't Ipob that was doing this thing. They know that it is some greedy politicians and some evil men in those states. We are doing all these things because of somebody have given them opportunity to do so. And who is that person? Alo de Jimako, Kanu Takano, and Simon Epa have given them the opportunity to operate. And all these guys started doing what? They started kidnapping. They started building hotels. Go ahead.
So, Mazi, you know, nobody needs to be confused or be moved by emotion, because you imagine that why is it that Nnamdi Kanu, in all these years, all this time he do come to court, has the privilege to say, why has he not been able to say this social person is causing havoc in the East, that is not Ipob, that the DOS did not have hand in what happened to him? But he allowed all of these things, when he had back to Chapel, all these things, what we took time, and all these things, there was people waiting to understand, and death come to them. There was people trying to scavenge information, because me coming to know the position of Ipob today, it didn't just come out of a blue. I suffered emotional trauma when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Listening to this Okoko, listening to the cause of Wanja. Everywhere was so rowdy. Why this man has opportunity in the court to tell us who to hold on to, what to do, what to transpire, all of it kept quiet. Now that we have on our own, now sort out and stabilize things, he wants to come and throw that emotion. It will not be possible. I will advise him, because I have said it in this your program, that in as much it is not your own good. You don't have the authority, you don't have the power to kill it. I can never, and this very strong have reiterated in time without number, even from Mazi Chikedozim, that will come to inform us so many times today, that Nigerian government can never, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot go the way of Abiola and the rest of them, Kuliraf and the rest of them. We must make sure that we deliver him from the hands of this very people. But him hold us explanation of what have happened to our people, how he has, done most of the things he did in secret that we have come to know today, how he have kept quiet, and his brothers and the lawyers, we are like elegizing this very criminal that killed our people without hesitation and all of those things. And Mazi Nnamdi Mazi, you see a lawyer Ejimako, I'm answering a standard 6 hours standard sense. He brags to be special counsel, he brags to be a legal luminary and all of those things. But I see that he even lack the primary sense that the normal human being they need to have. And all these things, I wonder why, if he has wife and children, or are they just eating rice and jollof rice out of the criminality or the money that he's been getting from all of this? Because what will befall him, he has stepped, it's like what the agonabo. In I get boss agonabo. The IPOB and the Biafran struggle have endured a lot, and he stepped into that very district to cause more havoc on us. And he's now doing an agent work for the Nigerian government. I'm telling you, that he will regret it.
Mazi, there's something I want to. Mazi, there's something I want to ship in here now. Let me tell you something. Do you know why Allah Ejimako is still with Nnamdi Kanu now? Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know?
No.
Okay. Let me just shock you now. Allah Ejimako have destroyed his career in terms of legal practitioner. He have destroyed his reputation. His career is over with what you have done because of this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. So, in other words, if Allah Ejimako retired today from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu leaving him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows. He knows that the career of Allah Ejimako has ended. He knows.
Yeah.
This secret, what I'm just telling you, what I am revealing today is secret. So he know.
Yeah.
If Allah Ejimako know, and Nigerian government have made it very clear to him, any day he say he's not doing the job again, they are going to arrest him. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know that Allah Ejimako has already sink. And him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have already sink. He knows. Two of them know. So that's why Allah remain there. If Allah go out from that place, bam, and Allah make mention that he's not causing confusion about Biafra agitation again, I give you only 1 week, he'll be handcuffed. So what is there now is Allah will make sure. That's why he is making sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not leave that place alive. He can only get a little breath. Allah, you can only get a little breath. Any day, Nnamdi Kanu stop breathing. Go and just go and write it somewhere. This is what I said. Go ahead, or just random.
Yes, Mazi. And at the same time, the DOS, the DSS, and the Nigerian government are going to hire and the holding of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have no effect on the leadership, on the struggle, and the organization itself. So every one of them are mad. That is why time to time you see them throwing his image, bringing him in. They're trying to still make him that person that they kidnap. But it's too late. But I will go by finally that I want every one of us that is listening to our voice and this very program, subsequent program, not to move in sentiment, but subject yourself to critical reasoning. Ask yourself, what will give meeting? Because answering I am, the only advice that changes a man is the one he gives himself.
Exactly.
I want you to take your time, bring so many things that have transpired, and ask yourself some critical questions. Nobody loves man. Can even say, let me not use myself, that US, because presently this very group of persons have, as in constructively, maturely, in a manner that is far beyond any human being to do, to handle this very case. And Mazi, I want to say finally that there is a post sent by Mazi Chinason. And that post led me to know that we are the one giving credence to all these things, because if we do not talk about it, it will not trend. And why we are talking about it, not because we are gossiping, but everything really okay. And I think how he has put it, that the time have come for us to not to give these people that same attention that they need. And you said it here.
Exactly.
So every one of us, and we know we work like a soldier ant. When the signal is being given, we will definitely respond, because and what we are chasing is the restoration of Biafra, and that is what we will get. And we are patiently and as in how will I put it? As an honor, I was there to listen to Mazi Chike Dozim. As in my guy goes, you say.
So, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, wherever you are, we have tried so much on this program today. Don't forget, we have our head of DOS today, Mazi Chike Dozim, is going to address Biafrans and IPOB worldwide. And hopefully, I know the program is going to center on the new rules and the new constitutions and the code of conduct of Ipob. And that's the major thing that will dominate that very broadcast today. So please don't miss it. Thank you for joining, and Mechiko Kikabiama guide us and bless us this week. Ise.
To the shop, we shine our eyes, oh. Make we shine our eyes, oh. Freedom. Biafra journey's close, oh. My people, open your eyes, oh. Yeah. Make we shine our eyes, oh. Freedom. No be by sleep, oh. Many voices for the road today. Many people, they show us way. Some they talk this, some they talk that. My people, make we know the path. To the struggle, to the pain, to the sunshine and the rain, we still stand and we remain, waiting for freedom again. Oh, open your eyes, oh. Follow who knows the road, oh. Oh, open your eyes, oh. Make nobody lead you wrong, oh. Biafra journey's close, oh. Remain strong, people singing freedom song. No matter how the road be long, hope and courage carry on. From village to the city side, let our voices never hide. For the future of our children, let determination be our guide. Freedom no they come easy, but together we gon' make them. One people, one purpose, one destiny, one vision. Shine our eyes, oh. Freedom, no be by sleep, oh. Many voices for the road today. Many people, they show us way. Some they talk this, some they talk that. My people, make we know the path. To the struggle, to the pain, to the sunshine and the rain, We still stand and we remain, waiting for freedom again. Oh, open your eyes, follow who knows the road. Oh, open your eyes, make nobody lead you wrong. Biafra journey's close, stand together, make we grow. Unity and truth, now the weapon that we know. Just remain strong, people singing freedom song. No matter how the road be long, hope and courage carry on. From village to the city side, let our voices never hide. For the future of our children, let determination be our guide. Freedom no they come easy, but together